Welcome to my hoard. First, we had the original Switch in 2017. Everyone loved it. Then, they made the Switch OLED that I don't really fucking give a shit about. Yeah, it's in this plastic thing, who cares? But they decided to pull something out of their ass for their final attempt of a Nintendo Switch. The Switch OLED. Yeah, I'm not even kidding about that. They made a Switch OLED. What the hell is OLED, if you may be asking? This technology is called LCD. You can tell by it's not, like, you can still see gray in the screen. This one is completely black. I'll show you the stuff that's new about this thing. So, basically, on the top, if we just focus, the power button is more oval. Volume's kind of the same. The vents is actually slightly different compared to the other one, which would... This is the original one. This one would crack a lot more. And this one they actually fixed it with more grip. Headphone jack. For some reason they made that game card slot way more harder. You need to have fingernails, and I don't anymore. The original one had it where you can actually just open up the flap. So that's cool. If I can actually focus my damn camera. Go back to the OLED. They made a huge difference compared to the last one. This is the kickstand. Also, we're going to have to do the elephant in the room. Yes, this is the Splatoon 3 Switch. Yes, these are red and blue Joy-Cons. And yes, when I show the dock, it's going to be even more weird. The kickstand is massively improved. You get this, like, surface pad one, which you can actually just go any angle you want. Compared to the original one, which is like a flimsy piece of shit, where you only have one angle and you can just do a la-ti-ta-ta. Okay. So, what is OLED? Let's turn this on. The original one on. You can see, like, the blacks aren't... they're kind of, like, bluish. In a way. Like, it's not fully off. But, yeah, like, it's not one of the best. Let's go to the Switch OLED. Hopefully this has juice. See, all the pixels around it is off. Except for when the whites come up. Everything else is completely black, which is actually really beautiful. Wow, look at that. Look at that beauty. Colors are all nice and rich and updated. That's it. That's what they did for $350. They added... Oh my god, that's all they did. They never improved any specs or nothing for $350. All they give you is a goddamn OLED screen and a better kickstand. And one other thing that they added, which is actually cool and for some people, but not really. Here's the dock. Yes, it's red. Yes, it's the Mario one. My switches are weird. The only new thing with this one is, besides the removable backplate that I don't like, they added, if I can show it, yeah, they added an Ethernet. They added an Ethernet port right here. I don't use Ethernet. I honestly don't have an Ethernet cable that can actually reach the goddamn house into my living room. That is sad, though. I cannot get any use out of the Ethernet. So basically what this is cool. It's a cool handheld that you're like, oh cool, you could play it on, use an OLED. I use a flat screen TV. I rarely use the screen, and I honestly don't give a shit about this. So, yep, that is basically it for the Switches. The original OG Switches. I kind of wish that they actually made a sequel to the Switch where it had better GPU, maybe better graphics, kinds of. Hey, we're not talking about you yet. Oh, if only.